Hey, what's going on, everybody? Salutations, salutations. Thank you for being with me. My name is John Lee from 1983, and you're watching another podcast by John Lee from 1983. And today I'm doing solo, but don't worry, me and my partners, we will be back in the building soon enough. We cooking up some things on the sideline, but y'all know it's my birthday month, so I'm all the way out here in these streets and I just couldn't help myself. There was so much going on in the world today. I just had to say, look, I need to go ahead and talk to my people, let my people know what's going on, and share all that good information. So that's exactly what I'm doing right now. And I just wanted to touch bases with you guys and say hello. And I know I'm multitasking, so you guys just bear with me one moment. Sometimes you just want to make sure all your stuff is working and moving as it should. So I'm over here checking because new today was definitely in the right direction. Was able to turn around and connect my I was able to connect my TikTok to my restream. I qualified. So I was like, you know what? It's getting to the point in time where all these qualifications and all this stuff going on that I really got to take a shot on myself. And this weekend, hey, what's going on, Rory? Nice to see you on here. Hello to you. I got my stuff. Oh, I even got a gift. Thank you. But this weekend, if you guys haven't seen the broadcast already, I was in St. Petersburg, Florida, and I just so happened to pull up on my daughter. I wanted to do a surprise visit because I really haven't had a lot of time with her as of lately. Because I mean, honestly, it's just been a lot of stuff going on in my life, and I'm just now getting to what I would like to call my new normal. So I pulled up on her. We went to the farmers market, took my niece and my nephew, and we had a good time. And we, crept up on some things that was popping off in the streets, and it was Pride Week. And like, dude, we were like super, super, like caught off guard, but like excited at the same time. Long story short, I ended up doing two TikTok lives. And what ended up happening was my second TikTok, it caught that viral juice. What up, Jack? Hey, how you doing out here in these streets? And so, long story short, I got like 3.2 thousand stars and got like 50 diamonds, and actually made some money from just talking to people and sharing with people what was going on in these streets. And when I came back home, I ran into this YouTube and I was like, look, I gotta start really showing people what's in my bag. So years ago, I used to troll my guy. His name is Kevin on Stage. Pretty popular. You guys know him. We started doing the church comedy and took off. Rory, thank you for subscribing and liking. Thank you. Long story short, I used to troll him so much. It was him and What's Good. What's Good actually was following me on Instagram at a point in time. And Kev used to check out my stories because my whole thing was I'm going to troll Kevin on stage until he responds. Long story short, I ended up going into dad mode and I didn't do it. And years later, we're looking like probably let's just say like 8 years later. Look at Kev, and Kev, he came with a message, and I wanted to share this message with you guys. Pay attention. Oh, I thought I had that planned out better. So you guys just bear with me. I'm still working on this. Well, here, let's listen.
You don't want to do that thing, post that thing because you're worried about what people might think. Let me help you. They gonna think it's trash.
You hear that? No matter what, people are going to think that your stuff is trash until other people pick up on it and other people like it. Then the naysayers come back. How do I know this? Listen, I have reinvented myself several times in my life, and I'm only 41. God willing, Monday I'll be 42. Birthday coming, anniversary. What you say? You said heart purple, blue peace. I love that. Yes, my daughter, actually the daughter that's in the video, Cassidy, years ago, had made a lot of tie-dye shirts for me. We were trying to make our imprint. And long story short, I still got them because I'm a sentimental guy. Even though it's kind of like tighter on the chest, still love it all the same. But I was listening to what Kev on stage said, and I said it's so true. You got to just take a chance.
Now what? They don't think it's cringe. So
Cringe.
they gonna put you in a group chat
A group chat.
and put the side eye emoji.
Do you understand what he's saying? He said they're going to put you in a group chat. They're going to give you a side eye. What's up, Roy? Hey, my nephew turns 7 on the 5th. So shout out to you. That's real big. So bottom line is I seen that message after my Pride day, my first time going to Pride Day. And I'm watching this message and I'm like, yo.
Emoji. They gonna be like, hi, my old friend from high school, my old coworker, look what they trying to do. Okay, so now the worst has happened. They think
correct. And that's what I'm sitting there saying. I want to really encourage whoever's watching. Listen, do not give up, right? And I'm putting myself out there, right? Because I think I'm one of those uh got a job and trying to also be a content provider just because it's just in me. I mean, like literally, I got a camera on my arm. Like camera has always been part of my life. So this is me fulfilling my happiness. You can ask my wife. When my wife is like not, pressing me, and I'm all able to make my content, I am a much happier Jonathan. She gives me the space to make, regardless of if people resonate with it or not. The thing I have realized over the course of like the last 20 years of social media is that it's never your people, it's someone online. Like I could tell you, right? Like I got Kevin on stage. Like, yo, I support his stuff. Like, not only support his stuff, I watch his shows, I watch his lives. Like, I'm very impressed with the content, the structure, his whole family. So I'm a supporter of him. You know what I'm saying? And he is from Texas and I'm from Ohio, and we probably wouldn't have crossed paths unless we went to like a PAW camp, or he was, dealing with a PAW in Ohio. We probably wouldn't have crossed paths prior to social media. But that is the beauty of social media, and I wanted to share that with you guys. So let me finish letting my guy talk, because it was really, really positive what he was saying. And if you're on TikTok, man, please go ahead and show some love, get some hearts on YouTube. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe. And if you're on Facebook, man, just thank you for paying attention. Straight up.
they think it's trash, they think it's cringe. So you gonna let that stop you? You ain't gonna do nothing now?
Facts.
Believe it or not, actually trying is doing most than most people ever will do. Sometimes
Literally.
people make fun of you because they really can't try themselves. So don't let their fear be your fear, be your reason not to
Hey
do it.
there,
all right?
random kid on the screen with glasses.
You don't want to.
So you guys understand, and I hope you guys get why I share that with you guys, because at the bottom line is, right, you have it within you to do whatever it is that you're going to do. And that's just the bottom line. And you should, move in that direction, because a lot of people are going to say whatever they're going to say, regardless of how you feel. They're going to say that, right? They're going to talk their stuff. They're going to say their things, and it is what it is. But at the end of the day, if you feel you have that desire, please do not hide behind the firewall of life and lurk, and do not put out. If it's in your heart, like really in your heart, like it was in my heart, I was like, oh, it's raining. Crap, I had plans. And then I was like, I got on the phone, hit my people up and said, hey, y'all want to do this podcast today? It was like, yo, we will be ready to do it real soon. So I was like, cool, because our schedules and us being adults, we can't always do it in a timely fashion. But you get into that day and age where it's like, look, man, you gotta either do it or you won't do it. So speaking of which, changing the subject, I was I was minding my business today, and I see that the diddler is number one in Google Trends, and I'm talking about like a long shot. Like we're talking like a million plus and going. And I'm trying to figure out exactly what the Diddy verdict is. So you know me, I always got to take it to my friend Chat GPT. And I'm gonna ask her what was going on with the Diddy trial. So let me sit and see, what is the Diddy verdict. So I could tell my people as they are commuting home or catching a second shift job, if you going to Chrysler in Toledo or Stickney, shout out to you. It's like 7 o'clock. Your day has started. But let me go ahead and bust this on down. According to Chat GPT, charges and verdict summary. Racketeering, conspiracy, 2 counts of sex trafficking by force, fraud, or I can't even pronounce the word. Y'all want me to try to? Someone gonna help me out. It's a COERC. I can't see with these chords in my way. I want to say coercion, coercion, something. I know the word. I can't think of the phonetics of it right now. And then he got convicted of 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution, one involving former girlfriend, one involving another woman. So he got hit for doing prostitution acts with 2 legal consequences, faces up to 20 years in prison, 10 years per charge. Sentence is scheduled with a current target date around October 3rd, and bail was denied. The judge cited concerns about his potential danger given the violence shown. So basically, Diddy got found guilty of 2 counts of prostitution, from my understanding. Okay, and he can face up to 20 years. So that's what's popping on with Diddy. But let me talk to my Marvel people, right? I gotta ask you guys. There was a guy I seen on YouTube. I have not watched his opinion. There's something about me, right? And I don't want to make it about skin tone, right? But representation for black Marvel nerd fans such as myself is such um it's rare air, right? We just got the Black Captain America that came with a whole bunch of adversity. People like the Thunderbolts and Captain America, and they were trying to compare it. And I was like, dude, I never compare Marvel movies to each other, right? They're all part of the greater story. Why would I compare the Marvels to Endgame? They're all one and the same. It's a continuation of a story. If Fast and the Fury got like 10 sequels, to their original. I mean, thinking about the one coming, and Mission Impossible got like 10. Like, what's wrong with Marvel? Marvel got like so many different characters. Like, they just did the big reveal with Mephisto last night. And I'm talking like, dude, they only got like, combined like 30 something plus movies. Let me ask Chad. Chad, tell me, how many Marvel movies are there? I want to say like 33 are out um to stream as of today. Oh, excuse me. Let's see what it says. Do. Let's see. Thinking. Daggone, that was a lot. Currently, Disney. See, they giving me so much. Just say 30 MCU films, right? So they got like 30 MCU films out, right? And not going to like make a big deal of it, even though part of me wants to, because I'm happy, right? I got to watch all of Ironheart in the course of one week. You know what I'm saying? It's better fan service than what they did with what was the old girl from Oklahoma? Echo, all her stuff got released. You had like one scene with Daredevil, and that was that. But yesterday when I was looking at this looking at the video, I was like, I am like low key kind of satisfied with what I saw until the very end. And I will get to it after we review this, look at this review video. So I'm gonna hop back on the screen and I'm just gonna do it in real time. I'm just gonna replace it. So you guys are gonna see everything as it comes. I don't care. That's just me being Jonathan. But let me see. Okay, so here we go. Let's check out my guy. His name is Midwest Marvel Guy. Okay, I haven't listened to it. I'm gonna give it a blind reaction. Let's
I'm going to
listen.
be honest about whether you should watch Ironheart.
He's gonna
And
be
you can
honest.
trust me because, yes, I love the MCU, but I'm not.
He said we can trust him, okay? And I gotta do those pauses in between so it doesn't look like I'm trying to infringe upon, what my guy is doing.
afraid to admit when it sucks. Just ask about Thor: Love and Thunder. Let's talk spoiler free.
Thor: Love and Thunder was not the best, unfortunately for us enthusiasts, and that came out on my birthday, right? The Thursday release. uh, it was gonna. It was a lot of hype and a lot of disappointment. It was like girlfriends of the past where they was expecting something more and got a quickie. But let's continue on.
Free at first and then a couple of huge spoilers at the end. I love that the series asked the question, what happens when someone aspires to be like Tony Stark without Tony Stark resources? And it does a great job of revisiting that theme throughout. It's also been great about handling the emotional trauma of Riri's past and has me invested in what actually caused the deaths of her father and Natalie. We know they were shot, but I think there might be a twist there. Couple of random thoughts. It's a massive breath of fresh air to see an iron suit that actually looks and feels old school and not nanotech. The soundtrack for this series bangs. The writing did feel a little off in episode 1, but I felt like it got better as the show went on. Also, the action and fighting for the show have been meh. Honestly, reminds me of Chris Nolan Dark Knight Rises choreography. It just feels kind of slow. Character-wise, Riri is great, but Natalie steals the show. Love that they kept the deceased best friend AI storyline from the comics. And Anthony Ramos as Parker Robbins, aka The Hood, is super intriguing. No surprise here that a Ryan Coogler...
That was like literally the most intriguing part of this show was Parker. Parker's story, like it kept you, right? Because I've been an Anthony Ramos since Hamilton, but I really liked him on she gotta have it. She gotta have it. Dad, go on, Jonathan, get your words together. It's on Netflix, right? And it was a really, really good joint, right? And so let's continue on.
Related project has a more relatable villain, and the show's done a great job building to the mystery of what gives the Hood his power. Now, I told you I'd keep it real. The first 2 episodes were shaky at times for me. Episode 2 is the weakest of the 3, but I encourage you to stick it out because the payoff in episode 3 is worth it. Quick spoilers. Maybe I was blind, but I did not see the twist of Joe being Zeke Stane, the son of Obadiah Stane from Iron Man 1. Fun fact that Zeke Stane was originally supposed to be the villain of the first Avengers film. And lastly, man, Mephisto has to be in this show, right? Like, we even got the Faust posters behind Riri in episode 2.
Did you ever know that Faust was another reference for the demonic spirit, the devil? I had no idea. That was news to me. I was watching Screen Crush, and then of course I had to watch New Rockstar because I know Evan, he was like really hyped that he finally got Mephisto, and I have not watched heavy spoilers yet. Heavy spoilers. My pronunciation and phonetics of the words today are atrocious. God, please leave that in the year 41 for me. Let's continue.
Marvel, give the people what we want. I'm going to be honest.
Okay, so listen, he did a good job of going to the surface, but like for me, at the end of this, we knew they were going to go there because they had been talking about it, and it kind of like sort of I could see it happening. What I didn't like at the end was that I was for like they had Cree Summers from a different world. I hope you know who Cree Summers is. Okay, so Cree is Cree. If you don't know Cree, Cree was the love of my 80s and early 90s. Like Cree Summers, she's a bad one. She's still a baddie to this day. But like I like her supernatural aspect of it because, like, come on, let's be honest. I watched, Agatha all along, and that had nothing to do with that had everything to do with witchcraft, sorcery, all that other stuff. Me being a man of faith, I didn't really take it to heart. It's just art and entertainment, and these superhero comics is something I just grew up with, and I really just enjoy. So, long story short, at the end, when Riri did what she did, I was like, "Oh no, Riri, why?" And I can't wait to see if it continues. Sometimes with these stories, things are all contingent on viewership, and I hope that as they incorporate Riri into um more of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I hope that they expand upon that information. But in other news, I'm a little um upset with Peacock, right? This is one of those things, and I just got to be really honest with you guys, right? my show, My Girl from Shameless, found, which is a phenomenal show with Zach from Saved by the Bill, like the first like legit post Saved by the Bill, in my opinion. I know Mark Gosling has done a lot of work, but him as Sir and Found was off the hook. Um, I really hope they can find it in their heart to bring it back and maybe talk to the creator of uh, Poker Face or Poker Hand and get some tidbits of help, because the premise behind Found is great. um, the story did go a little redundant at times in season two, and there were like some really cool aspects and new characters. But I was really hoping for like a season three, because I just finished season two, and like it was a whole 22 episodes, so it's like 32 episodes altogether. But it was still a good look. So that was something else I wanted to just kind of, share with you guys a little bit and let you guys know about. You guys also know, I mean, just let me know, man. Anybody want to jump on and say something? I appreciate everyone that has been chatting. Continue. I'm watching the chats as we go. So therefore, you can sit there and see I am paying attention to all comments. But let me know what you guys think about this Jurassic World Rebirth. Are you guys like looking forward to it? I was like really satisfied with the last one, how they brought the old with the new, and now they got something else going on with it. And it's like, I get it. Cash grabs are cool with me as long as it pays off. Like when I watch Mission Impossible, right? The last one, like I was super hyped because the episode before the episode of the two-part was like really great. It had me like ready to watch. It's almost like Wicked, right? I am looking forward to part two of Wicked. God willing, if I'm alive, I'm definitely gonna go see it. I don't like to do those part A's and part B's because like who got time to be waiting a year in between um production for them to release it. Just give me the whole story and let me conclude it. But that's not what they're doing. And when Mission Impossible came out, man, they left it open, right? That's the one thing I don't. Give me a definitive answer. Don't do what you did at the end with Tom Cruise. Like, yeah, we have to get the payoff. Like, you killing a supporting character who's been there. Oh, cool. But if you've been watching TV and television, you understand you got to be authentic. Like, the one thing I love about, and I'm transitioning because I'm a big TV nerd, about the Shy is that the Shy, it really symbolizes Chicago to me, right? Because no character is safe from death. It's just like life in the family, right? You got a family, you got 10 members of your family you're real cool with. Hey, the inevitable is going to happen. Someone's going to die. Someone's going to have a tragedy. Someone's going to get diagnosed with something. That's just the facts of life. But when you take these characters and you give them like 10 seasons and they go unharmed, unscathed, well, then you're doing, what I like to call the Chuck Norris or Walker Texas Ranger, right? At my grandma's house, rest in peace, Grandma Gary, we used to watch Texas Ranger. We used to watch Little House on the Prairie. We used to watch what was that show? Golden Girls was still my show, but there's another show we used to watch, and it was about like women in medicine. It wasn't Doogie Howser. It was another show. I can't think. Oh, Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. See, I knew it had medicine tied up in there. But long story short, man, we used to watch this all the time. And every time I watch Walker, Texas Ranger, Chuck Norris, uh, he was always unscathed. I think he might have got like a superficial scratch one time. Besides that, like Chuck Norris was invisible, right? I seen more drama on the heat of the night than I ever seen on Texas Ranger. So I like when characters have to face reality. And I think The Shy does a really good job of that. And I like it because you can never just get set with one unique main character. If you look at that show's run, they change up a lot, and sometimes a main character becomes a secondary character. A person who was deceased comes back from the dead. There is so many different ways of looking at this that is just, it's wild. You know what I'm saying? But listen, I thank you guys so much so for staying with me, rocking with me. That was just a little tidbit that I wanted to share with you guys. And I want you guys to return to your day. And thank you guys so much so for being with me on this broadcast. Straight up. Straight up.
Thank you for being a part of Ignibu's Interim. Please stay tuned for more art and remember to spread love always, always. Take care.